Now I'm about to bring it. Man, I'm a sick cup. Yeah, back in community college, up in Citrus, Glendora. I show ya, roll my Corolla. Yeah, I will hold up, rep California.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Tom, and this is my awesome friend Cruz Henry.
What up, what up?
Yes, he's a rapper, but I actually known you for 15 years now. I would say.
Yeah, 15.
Oh my god.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Today we're eating Chick-Fil-A. But by the way, before you guys start eating with us, I just want to let you know, I went into Chick-Fil-A feeling I wanted to get a bucket of chicken because I went on YouTube and everyone was doing this, like eating bucket of Chick-Fil-A chicken.
Yeah. And it wasn't the alternative. Yup.
It was a lie.
You know, false
okay.
propaganda. That's how they do us, man.
Just gonna let you guys know this is a myth buster, and we don't have Chick-Fil-A bucket of chicken. But maybe one day I'll just buy the bucket and buy the chicken, and then just put them all together. Okay, so let's dig in. We have spicy chicken, another spicy chicken, and then this is spicy chicken, whatever. I think it's really spicy. That's why they wrap around it and see how it is. That one is a deluxe. They have cheese on there. We have chicken strips because I didn't get the bucket, and there's waffle fries.
All right,
let's dig in.
Cool. Let's get this.
Yeah, let's just grab it.
About to hit some blick fillet right now.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, I'm not a pickle guy, so I'm gonna pick this out real quick.
Ooh,
Fact. Funny thing, man. I don't like pickles, but I do not mind spread from In-N-Out. It's weird.
Oh.
I don't know if we can merchandise that right now since we're on blick fillet, but
Yep. I do love the spread on here now. I was gonna do In-N-Out mukbang one day with Mignon. You know, one of our common friend.
Mignon.
Yep. Let's shout out to Mignon.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So today's topic is just going to be me interviewing. How do I say your name? Cruz Henry, right? It, do you have an Instagram or YouTube or anything that we can follow?
Oh yeah. You can follow me. We're gonna put it on the link down here below, right under this page.
I
All right.
know how to do this.
Yeah, you know how this goes. You know what I mean? Cruz Henry. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Is Facebook still relevant? It is, right?
I think
Yeah. All right, Facebook too.
Yeah. Do people follow you on Facebook? Because I keep my Facebook kind of private.
Man, you know what, man? I haven't logged in a cool minute. I'll be completely honest with you. But it's still a big ass marketing tool. You know, you can't defer it whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not that relevant anymore. Nobody really care about Facebook. Although Instagram is owned by YouTube, Facebook, so you know.
They found the loophole.
Yeah.
God bless. I'm finishing this thing already, Tomcat.
Have whatever else you want.
Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, I'm a hip hop artist, man. I've been at this for a cool minute already, and fortunate enough, as you guys can see, you don't know me. Ain't nobody heard any of my stuff, to be completely real with you. But on the contrary, I've been fortunate. I come from a suburb in Los Angeles, which is a not well-known city by the name of Monte, California. And to be honest, I'm just a regular ass beaner that came from El Salvador. And truth be told, man, I don't know how, but my music has gotten me to New York, Chicago, Texas, Florida, London, Amsterdam, Ibiza, Italy.
Whoa.
Like it's crazy.
Ibiza.
I've been fortunate. Funny thing about Ibiza, drugs are a lot more affordable than alcohol is.
Ain't that some
shit? Ain't that some shit? It's crazy, right?
I went to I went to Ibiza once, and I didn't know drug was cheaper. Damn it! I was drinking all day. I was like, oh, no, okay, kids out there, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Okay, we were out in the country. Maybe like you could have some fun, but listen to your parents.
Yep. Take your vitamins. Say your prayers. Watch Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. How we meet?
So, let me ask this first. What year was it that you actually transferred over here? And I met him at a community college, Citrus Community College. Big ups. Theater department was good.
Yep.
What year was that? Do you recall?
No.
Damn. Okay. So I got there 2005.
Okay.
I want to say I maybe have met you a year or two after that. And I got to say, coming into college, I initially tried out for the basketball team. I was sorry. I made the team, never saw the floor. And on top of that, I figured like, all right, maybe I should just focus on my major. Came into the theater department, and it was incredibly diverse. It was crazy diverse. You know what I mean? And out of high school, you know, there were some of us that were top notch. There were some of us who were just beginning. And for me, I just didn't have that actual background for it. The only thing that ever taught me anything were obviously movies. And that's what inspired me. So when I actually got to college, that's when I got the fundamentals down for stage presence, how to pronounce things. Bro, like as of right now, in case y'all can't hear, I'm speaking straight from the diaphragm. Not right here, but the diaphragm. Yeah, straight from the gut.
Oh, yeah.
And that went a long way, man. Little things like that helped out. Yeah. So when I met Tomcat,
by the way, he always called me Tomcat.
yeah, this is Tomcat. This is Tomcat. Hell yeah, this is Thomas Jefferson in the flesh, homie.
Not that Tomcat that you see in the app, okay? That is literally a cat that can talk.
Bro, that's a
seen
trade.
that?
That's a trademark. You need to comp that already.
I know. They came out with a Tomcat too, but whatever.
Right. I personally had no business whatsoever jumping onto that stage. You know what I mean? Only thing I can rely on were the balls to actually step up on stage, make a big effort, and see where it could take me. That's all I had. I couldn't read for shit. If there was a word that I could not pronunciate, I would have to tell the teacher over and over, okay, can you break it down to the syllables so I can pronounce it correctly?
You're too modest, dude.
Oh, no, man.
That's not true.
Oh, that's very true. That is very true. I hated cold. Till this day, I hate cold reads, man. I cannot do a cold read for the life of me.
Me neither.
And, you know, Tomcat happened to be a transfer student. When Tomcat came through, man, I'm an open book, man. Like, I invite, you know what I mean? So, like, the diverse group that we had was very motivational, very supportive, and very challenging at that, too, man. And, you know, coming across Tomcat, I remember he came in with the hardest accent, bro. The hardest accent. However...
I did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
However, the man could deliver. So I just looked upon the stage like, damn, this dude got skills. And this was like an intro theater class, right?
Yeah.
It was an intro theater class, and we're all trying to, you know, establish our own delivery. And, you know, for me, I wanted to jump in and be like, you know what? I want to be the best at this. I really do want to be the best at this. But, man, the competition was at a high level. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, come on.
You were one of the top in the first,
man.
for sure.
I appreciate
Theater
that, man.
101. That's how I met him. I was intimidated by him. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now we talk about this. Yeah. When I first met you, I thought you were a very cool, chill person that has a lot of energy. But you're very welcoming.
Yeah.
Remember that first girl that paired you up with, and then she flaked out on you on the first class, and then like when you were doing the rehearsals, and Sherry, our teacher at that time was Sherry Brown.
Yeah.
Mwah. And on the day of your performance, Sherry had a huge talk between you two, and then just schooled that girl in front of the whole class, and then that's when I knew Sherry Brown was badass.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, off the jump.
That's also when I knew Henry was open to everything, because he wasn't even pissed or anything, even though there was a lot of chaos happen, you know, with you and that girl. But I was like, oh, maybe one day I can talk to him. But my English was horrible at that time, you know?
He had real talk. He had a hard accent. But what I appreciated was that he didn't relinquish, man. He had no sense of saying, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm just going to get my credits and transfer out. It wasn't like that at all with Tom. And, you know, one thing that I value from you, man, there's always this saying in theater that there's no such things as small roles, just small actors. And, man, I swear every scene that you participated in dominated. You know what I mean? Like, you can have 2 lines and you dominate it. I remember the first play I did without any lines whatsoever. There was like no lines for me at all. I played the silent boy in Cave Dwellers.
Oh man.
And that for me was like, it was intense.
Yeah.
It was intense. Like, how do I, like, using facial figures, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of muscles in your body that you can, like, move around and try to maneuver to make it look like you're older, make it look like you're jovial. And I couldn't master that. Not at all.
Yes.
You know? And I remember seeing you doing improv in that intro class. And man, dude, I remember this one scene in particular. It was a scene between, I want to say maybe 8 people, and it was just a little skit, like a little exercise that we did. And what it was 2 individuals were picking people out of the scene. What the scene consisted of was 2 kids.
I know which one you were talking about.
2 kids picking out, and one kid had a basketball, and they're picking teams. So they said, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. And Tomcat was the one that was left out. And when he left out, I didn't see. I was obviously in that scene, and I was in character. Yeah. And Tomcat walked off. He walked off. I don't know what happened exactly. I just remember carrying on to the scene till Sherry said, cut, right? Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, man, I remember looking straight into the audience, and Arlene.
Yes.
Arlene was right then and there, like, just like Sherry was explaining, okay, so if you can see exactly what the delivery is, how everybody has their own characterization. Arlene, are you okay? She was bawling in tears, bro.
Oh yeah,
bawling in tears. And I looked at her too, and I was like, what? And dude, I swear this stuck with me for the rest of my life. She said, I'm sorry. It's just that I was always picked last. Bro, at that moment, everybody laughed, you know what I mean? Yes. But at that moment for me, that's when I was like, yo, Tomcat, real talk, 100, you made a connection, my boy. You made a connection. Like that is the accomplishment. That is what the goal is, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And being a teenager, you don't quite know how to do that. You're kind of discovering it within that whole momentum, you know what I mean?
You're right.
So, you know, like that whole theater program, it broke us down, man. It broke us down.
It did.
And that breakdown only opened up so much room for us to discover ourselves, you know what I mean?
Yes, I have to, praise our theater department back in Citrus College. It's in Glendora, right? Yeah.
Glendora.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's right by APU. I don't know if you guys know Azusa Pacific University. It's just right next to it. Not that I don't like them. They just happen to be right next to us, and they always try to cut us off when we're trying to find parking.
Right.
You guys, Cave Dweller is actually the first show that I've ever seen in my whole life.
Really?
Of a theater work.
Wow.
And
okay.
Lori Woolery, who is another amazing artist, director, mentor of ours, she was the one who made me wanted to become an actor.
Oh my God.
So Cave Dweller was the first show that made me wanted to be an actor.
Yeah. Nice, man.
I know.
Wow.
So
very
like
cool. Very
that
cool.
silent moment and everything in that show, which was never written in the play. Laurie directed that and put that in, and that's how amazing the show was.
Man, thank you. You know what? Can I just add on to that really quick, Tomcat? Yes, Lori Woolery is the one who just, man, I don't know how to explain it. Yes, a mentor without a doubt, but moreover, an amazing friend, a person full of artistic color and volume, and that woman just knew how to get right here. She just knew. She knew how to do it, man. Like, I remember my first audition was with Lori. And I remember the first thing that she told me, man, I came in nervous. You know, it's my first college. Oh, hell yeah. It was my first college experience. And she looks at me dead in the eye and says, listen, this is by far going to be the easiest audition that you're going to have. All right? Just be you, be calm, be confident, do your thing, whatever. You know, I felt comfortable. I felt like she said the right thing. And that's not to say that Lori was soft. Believe me, she was not soft. But she came in correct for me, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, let's see what's up. And I remember going into the whole process of it, coming out of high school, this was the first time where we had like a round table reading. Again, my reading was horrible. And slowly but surely, she had to dissect what the initiative and what the experience were for each character in the play for us to make a connection and channel all those feelings and all those characterizations.
Very much.
And I kid you not, man, once you find the similarities, damn, you just look at yourself like, God, this is hard. This is hard.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not to get emotional? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just invest right then and there. Shout out to Lori Woolery. God, you know, my God. That, yeah, you got my heart. I'll say it. You got my heart. That's interesting. I did not know that. Cave Dwellers was the one, huh?
Cave Dweller was definitely the first one I saw. So much memory that just pouring in, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt. One thing that I really did appreciate about the ensemble, again, is that we were very diverse.
Yeah.
You know, we came from multiple parts of the world and somehow just we made magic, man. We made magic. It was weird. Like, good friend of mine, Norm Johnson, who, if y'all haven't checked out, you guys gotta jump on that real quick. If you guys have Netflix, look up Tupac and Biggie's Unsolved. He played a role in that. Oh,
Whoa,
man.
I didn't know that.
He met Tupac when he was alive.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, that's my dog, man. Hey, man. And coming into that, like, we had a multicultural and sexually oriented group that just meshed together and knew how to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, speaking about competition, one dude that always kept me on my toes. Always kept me on my toes, and I was like, oh, you little mother. And that was Frank Ramirez, man.
Oh,
Frank Ramirez, picture a 5'2", smoking, long-haired Mexican dude who just demolished the stage every time he stepped on, man. This guy always set the tone. And to top off, man, this guy was a cocky motherfucker. Yeah, I'd be on the sidelines trying to rehearse my lines before I step on the stage, you know what I mean? And I'm going over them, practicing. He walks in on me and busts a Michael Jordan on me, man. He just walks in on me and he goes, oh, God, please, keep going, go ahead. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, all right, man, all right. On top of that, you know, like when we were in the dressing room, you saw what the background was for each of us, and you could see that all of us were ambitious. We were hungry. We were ready to go. You know what I mean? And
we can do anything. We felt we could do anything.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was exactly the motivation that was instilled was completely unreplaceable, and that you can't teach. It just comes from within. You know what I mean? And I do appreciate the competition for that, because that's the only way that I'm gonna move. That's the only way I'm gonna drive. You know what I mean? I've only at Citrus College, and this is a fact, I've only participated in plays that Lori Woolery directed.
Oh.
Yeah. I've never done one with Sherry, and I've never done one with Neil.
Whoa.
Aside from them, I've done one with Dean Hess, and that was for a summer show.
Yeah.
And that summer show, broke my ground and comfortability of trying to practice a New York accent.
Oh.
Yeah, and
nice.
that dialect was incredibly. It was something different. It was something different, and I had a small role. I was just an electrician. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to actually practice and go out of your comfort zone, it's something that not only brings you out as an artist, but it gives you a perspective of what's outside of your bubble.
Man.
You know? And so, yeah, man, like, it's definitely instilled. And it's funny, Lori, every time I did a show with her, Lori always had this laugh of hers and says, yeah, that's right. I got you, baby. I know. They always want you. They always want you. Can't have you. I'm like, damn.
It's something. Lori will always bring a lot of things out of people. I don't know how she does it.
Right?
I'm
right?
still trying to learn.
I'm trying to dissect it too, man. I'm just like, I'm thinking, like, I'm putting myself in the position when she started teaching us, and I'm like, how the hell did you do it, man?
Oh, but because you were doing all the theater, what got you into rap? Like, because, you know, we've been talking about theater and how we first met, and, you know, the show and how it inspired us and all these amazing, talented people. There's nothing about you and music and rap besides Tupac.
Yeah, and you said all the components right there. To be honest, it's actually the other way around.
Oh,
hip hop is what got me into theater.
Okay.
I was a freshman in high school, and I did my first talent show, and my set was horrible, like horrible. So yeah, the microphone was distorted, and like it was just a horrible performance overall. But somehow my flow and me doing my dance, the crip walk at the time, just got the crowd going. They were like, it was like a roaring sound that was just irreplaceable. And my brother, R.I.P., was my DJ at the time, and we hit a good set. And afterwards, he's like, "Look, we got to take all the DJ stuff and put it in the truck because I got a gig tonight." So as we're putting it in there, my dad came to that show, and when he was helping us load up, I asked him, I go, "Hey man, be real. Out of all the acts that you've seen so far, which one had the crowd like the best?" And he says, "I'll be honest with you, you do. You guys have it on lockdown. Like everybody else beforehand did a good job, and they had the crowd here and there, but you guys were just consistent the whole time. I didn't win anything that day."
How long was the set?
Oh man, good question. I want to say maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes around there.
That's a hard set.
Yeah.
Because 10 minutes for artists, if you guys don't know, 10 minutes on stage feels like a lifetime. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We should have some more, by the way.
Yeah. So, as I got into that, I was a freshman and I thought to myself, well, what I want to do now is chisel out my craft. So sophomore year, I joined a theater class, a drama class.
Okay.
And I only wanted to learn it for stage presence purposes, And along with that, I learned how to act and be like all dramatic or what have you, you know what I mean? But it wasn't concrete. I just wanted it for the stage presence. It wasn't until I got to college where I was like, oh, okay, now we're in the big boy leagues, you know what I mean? This is actually going to help me out immensely when it comes to my music.
Yeah.
And to add to that, the biggest inspiration at that time that I had was Leon Crooks, and that is Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys have a well foundation. But for all y'all young bucks that don't know nothing,
Yeah, the millennials.
you know what I mean?
Later years.
Tupac Shakur was very artsy. He actually got into an art school. His mother, Afina Shakur, was a queen. She migrated from multiple states within the nation to provide a good, solidified education for her son.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Tupac was in ballet. Tupac did acting. Tupac did music. If you guys don't know, there's this group called Digital Underground. And they came out with their first banger. I don't know if it was the first banger actually, but the first banger that I remember was "Do the Humpty Hump," "Do the Humpty Hump." And Tupac was a dancer for that group, so he hadn't spit anything. Yeah, he had no bars yet, not whatsoever. His first song came out to Digital Underground, same song, and it was about like 8 bars.
Oh wow.
8 bars in. And he killed it, man. He killed it. Like
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And because of that, it was very influential for me because he's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
And I looked at him as a businessman and how he portrayed himself, how he branched out in multiple fields of entertainment.
Right.
I thought to myself, well, you know what? Why don't I do that? Why should I only stick to one avenue? I should just like branch out and see what I can do because he was phenomenal. I don't know if you've ever seen him act, but if you see him behind a lens, he's incredibly magnetizing. You just can't keep your eyes off of him. And his delivery was on point. His structure was on point. His posture, his demeanor, it was just a present felt situation every time he stepped up, whether it was the microphone, the lens, or just simply the stage. And that's what I wanted to practice.
Yeah, the strong presence.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know Tupac much because I probably didn't understand any of the English that he was saying back then.
But as far as the freestyle, my brother was my biggest influence. I got into hip hop. He was a DJ, and the music that I listened to at that time was a lot of Michael Jackson, Prince, some NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, a lot of the 102.7 poppy stuff.
Yep.
So my brother heard me hearing that. My brother was a G, man. You got to understand. My brother, I fully admired him. He was a good-looking cat. He got girls lined up every time he got picked up by my mom. He was just that dude. And he was an athlete. He just set the tone. He set the tone.
Yeah.
So when he heard my music selection, he always came up to me and was like, man, quit listening to all that bullshit. That's all that pussy shit. I'm gonna fucking put you on some Dog Pound right now. I'm gonna put you on some Gangstar right now. I'm gonna put you on some Big L right now. So I was forced into it because I'm like, all right, well, my brother, I gotta do it. I gotta do it to have proof I got big nuts, you know? So I listened to it and it stuck with me, and I did it to impress him, to be real.
Yeah.
And one day, I was a freshman in high school, and Lil Bow Wow made the scene, this little kid. And I wasn't fond of him, man. I was not fond of him. Okay. And my brother was like, yeah, this kid's pretty good, huh? I'm like, he's all right. And he looks at me and goes, what do you mean he's all right? What, you think you come out with something better? I go, maybe. Let me hear it. Let me see what you got. And so the Lakers obviously won a championship that year. I'm Kobe. And I had a Shaq and Kobe poster. So I came in the room and I just started busting freestyle, saying like we got one, here we go back to back. We gonna get 2 in a row with Kobe and Shaq. Get it in the point where we in that row. Cause all we see purple mixed with the gold, you know? And like, I was just getting with it. And my brother's just laying in bed listening to me like, yeah, that was pretty good. You know what I mean? And so my brother was like, yeah, let me try that. Let me try that. So then he goes in, he's like, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay. My name's Dub C. And I was, oh, no, I messed up. And I was like, yeah, I got
hard.
this.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird, man. It was weird.
That's cool, though.
All right, let's see what we got right here.
Let's do it.
All right, can we hear that?
Yep.
Okay. That's that schoolboy Q. It's gonna kick in a bit.
Nice.
Yeah. Yo. Break it in a sicker way. I'm here with Tomcat with the Blick Filet. Yeah, I'm just saying you beside me. Getting with the fries and the deluxe, it be spicy. Tell what you feel. No, I ain't sober. I had the Hennessy mixed with the Coca-Cola. Now I'm about to bring it. Man, I'm for your sick cup. Yeah, back in community college, up in Citrus, Glendora. I show ya, roll my Corolla. Yeah, I will hold up, rep California. Break with the point where you know I be handling. Yeah, guarantee I be repping with mandarins. What you do now? I'ma coming like I'm scoring, like I'm Michael Jordan, but I'm color orange, not Donald Trump. I could throw a middle finger up, tell it what it feel, cause truth is I don't really give a fuck. Now I'm back on, man, spit it with the bomber shit. Yeah, I ain't cocky, I'm just straight up here confident. Tell it what you feel, and I break it for the best side. Up in NY and Bed-Stuy, I rep the west side all time. Yeah, you know I'm about the Neros. I'm from the top, then I made it to the zero. The truth is now I ain't even talking like I fear yo. But look, I'm about to bring it like the Salvadorian hero. And I'm going off in revolvers in the slaughter. I saw the picture of a father and a daughter rapping in the water, but they seep like they drowning. Now you represent the Hampton, now we bring around, kid. Break the bank, break the bank. Money be on my mind. Break the bank, break the bank. La-da-dee-do, la-da-da-dee-da-dee-do.
Nice. Oh, yes. I'm sure everyone's clapping. Else, on the other side of the screen.
Oh, dog.
Man, dude. It's amazing, dude.
That was alright.
No, I feel it's every time when you freestyle, it just brings the chills, you know? Like,
nice.
really tell the stories. I mean, you know, because it's the flow, it's the feeling, it's what you feel at that moment.
Yeah.
We definitely have to have you come back all the time.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. There's a spot right here, West Side, California, all day, man.
I am luring him with food. So, you know, comment, like, subscribe, and tell me next time what I should feed him, so then he will come back to do some more of this. Alright, man. Thank you so much.
My man.
Please,
Always a pleasure.
Subscribe him as well. See ya.
100.